How would you like it if Bill Gates came to your house today and asked if he can install a camera in your bedroom, your bathroom, your kid's bedroom, and everyone's bedroom, and your whole house, actually? No? That sounds weird? Well, then I would really recommend against buying Microsoft's new Surface laptops. Because a few days ago, Microsoft announced that their new Surface laptops, or their Surface PCs, are going to be using their Copilot. Not to be confused with GitHub Copilot, or their already existing Windows PC Copilot. They stated that the features that this Copilot will have is the ability for users to be able to literally take a snapshot of their computer in real time to pretty much just go back to whatever they were doing previously. Kind of like the Control-Z shortcut on your keyboard already existing, but let's say you forgot to save something, you're able to go back to where you forgot to save and it'll be there. And I really think that we need to slow down on the use of AI, because I don't know if you've seen the Glue Pizza from Google's use of AI in their search engine now, but yeah, it's really not looking bright. They also announced that it'll be able to pretty much give you feedback on the things that you're doing, allowing you to be more productive while you're using your computer, showing you things that you might be doing wrong. All around, it seemed like a pretty cool idea. The only thing is, it will not censor any information. It will be constantly looking at your entire screen the entire time. Pretty much someone taking a screen recording video of every single thing that you're doing and having the option to go back to what you're doing. The only thing is, they have a video of the entire thing that you're doing all the time, no matter what. It will not censor phone numbers. It will not censor bank information, usernames, passwords. It will have access to all of that data. And the fact that it doesn't censor any of that data, and that data is stored somewhere, which Microsoft says it is on your computer and encrypted, but we know that it doesn't matter if anything's encrypted. I don't trust this at all, and you really shouldn't either. Usually, hackers just get information to data stored on databases. This is literally a video of everything that you're doing. It could quite literally replicate, even with AI becoming so advanced, could replicate your motions and movements in the way that you do your work. Now, I've already talked about data privacy in my Helldivers video, the whole PSN linking situation. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. TLDR, I try to keep my private online. Kind of ironic, I have a YouTube channel, I know, and me having an Apple Watch. When I go online, I try to be as secure as possible. I'm not using Tor for every single search I use. I use things like Brave and VPNs to try to keep myself private online to the best of my ability. But for me, at least, keeping my data private, again, to the best of my ability, as long as it doesn't hinder my experience, is something that's important to me. But nowadays, it seems like a lot of people will just give away any information that they want just because what do I have to hide? I don't have anything to hide. The thing is, even if you have nothing to hide, these companies like Microsoft, or specifically Google in the story that we're about to talk about, don't really have a problem with looking at your children's private medical photos and reporting you to the police. We're going to be talking about today from the New York Times, titled "A Dad Took Photos of His Naked Toddler for the Doctor and Google Flagged Him for It." The story centers around a guy named Mark, and Mark was told by a nurse to take photos of his son who had some issues going on with his private parts. Like any normal concerned parent would do, his wife took photos to send pictures to his pediatrician. They uploaded him using their healthcare provider's private portal. Again, private portal. This is something that really only the parent's medical provider and patient should be looking at. Anyway, after they uploaded it, the doctor took a look, obviously, prescribed some antibiotics, and the child's problem cleared up. And you'd think that that would be the end of the story. 2 days later, Mark got a notification on his phone that his Google account had been disabled due to a legal violation of Google's content policy, stating that his account had violated policies of child abuse, child essay abuse, and child exploitation, something that is very serious. After filing an appeal, he was notified that his account would be deleted, meaning that he lost colleagues' info, emails, but more importantly, the early documentation of his son's life. Something that every single parent does and will probably continue to do, taking videos of their kids at their first birthday, even the day that they were brought home from the hospital. He was also notified that his Google Fi account would be deleted, meaning that he had to get a whole new phone number. He lost text messages, everything. Google then responded again, telling him that his account would not be reinstated. After being notified from Google that his account wouldn't be reinstated, he received an envelope notifying him that Google had contacted San Francisco PD and that they were investigating him, as well as copies of search warrants that police had literally access to anything that he had ever done: his search history, location history, text messages, anything. After that, Mark tried to appeal again, but this time a Google spokesperson spoke out and said that they stand behind their decision to delete his account. With this story, it's really scary thinking about what companies like Microsoft could do with all of the information. Again, with AI Copilot literally taking a screenshot of every single thing that you're doing on your computer at all times. And what's really sinister about this is that these Surface laptops are being advertised to more of a general audience instead of a more tech literate audience, meaning that normal people who don't really look into computers that they buy are going to be buying these for themselves, or just people that they know, not knowing what AI Copilot is doing the entire time. Again, with AI Copilot taking pictures of literally everything you're doing, stories like Mark's story could become far more common, of people just trying to upload medical photos and being flagged and recorded to the police or maybe even thrown in jail. And the argument of I don't have anything to hide really doesn't work here because, like I said at the very beginning of the video, are you comfortable with Microsoft coming in and putting cameras in your home? No, because that's weird. Because we all have intimate moments. We all have intimate pictures on our phones or just our laptops or anything. If Microsoft does report you to someone, that has to go through a whole chain of commands. Someone has to see these pictures or videos at some point, and you really think that there's not one intern or someone who's just not getting paid that much to look over these photos? You don't think that they're going to get off to these photos at some point? You think they're really on such moral high ground to not do that? I'm sure there's going to be at least one instance of that. But there is software to prevent companies from taking your data like this, specifically using Windows 10 or 11. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just genuinely care. Those software being O&O's Shut Up 10++ and PrivateZilla. It allows you to take more control over Windows to stop it from showing you ads, taking data from you, and honestly, it's really simple to set up. You can do it in 10 seconds. It's a really user-friendly UI. I would highly recommend you install that. As well as also using Brave. I will be putting a Brave download link. Please use it. It's literally just Chrome, but it's not constantly spying on you. Anyway, I just want to make a quick video on this to kind of explain what's going on. Just thought it was super interesting. I like doing tech videos like this, so you'll probably see more of these in the future. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.